Welcome to the day in a life of a social worker. Time to get up.
When you're a community social worker, sometimes you're warm and cozy in an office, but sometimes your office is whatever Mother Nature is offering that day. And this is the desk that you bring with you. PPE, client forms, computer, hand sanitizer, anything that you might need for your client and your visit to go well, you got to fit it into this bag. That includes lunch.
Alright, so here we are with more of a typical breakfast. As a community social worker, a lot of the work that I do takes place, of course, in the community. So I'm not always stationed at my desk. I spend most of my day driving to different locations, seeing my clients, and hoping to make a difference and impact in the different areas that I can. So I've sort of got it set up, a little bit of a caddy on the seat next to me, my computer, and my phone. Here's my phone. KJ speaking, ACT team. Why don't you get bundled up warm and we'll take a little bit of a walk and try and think of some ideas, get some fresh perspectives. All right, I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. Well, there you have it. Alright, so here we are at the main campus. Sometimes I do have to do work here at the main campus, but most of the time my clients are in the community. But today, this is a required stop for me, so I just thought I would show you. Alright, so you've seen my car desk, and this is my desk cubicle office at work. You can see that it's nighttime outside. And that's because we are 24-hour service, so we do work all hours. And I'm starting my shift on call. Here we are. It is nighttime. I am filming from inside my car because it can be quite trafficy and noisy outside. But part of being on an ACT team means that I am available 24/7, and some of my shifts do take me into the evening. So tonight I am going to check on a client to make sure that they are taking their medications. It's part of what keeps them well and able to live in community. So we come to the client's house every evening to make sure that those evening medications are being taken and that their needs are being met. So I'm going to head into the building now. All right, here we are in one of my least favorite parts of the job, and that's being in an elevator. I hate being in elevators, but I'm in a lot of them in my job because a lot of my clients live in apartment buildings. I am on my way to do a wellness check on a client. He recently got out of hospital, and often when our clients get out of hospital, we will see them daily, sometimes multiple times a day, just to make sure that we're doing the best we can to keep them on track with their wellness. So I'm going to head over there, make sure he's feeling well, make sure his mental health is good, and to make sure that everything is going the way it should be. Alright, so I just finished up with seeing a client. We work in all kinds of weather, and tonight is a very windy one. Okay, so I am at the client's house now, and I am geared up and ready to go in because it is still the pandemic. We are taking extra precautions to make sure that we're being as safe as we can, both for ourselves and for our clients. So I am wearing my mask and my goggles, and I'm going to go in and check how my client is doing. I'm suspecting that he's not doing very well because he was a little bit bizarre on the phone, had some bizarre conversation, wasn't completely clear on who I was or why I was there, which is unusual for this client. So this could result in me needing to either have the police do a wellness check or actually calling 911. Okay, so I have just gone in and seen my client. He's not doing very well, so I'm actually going to be calling police and ambulance to do a check on him and to have them make their own assessment on whether he is good to stay in the apartment or will need to get some assistance at the hospital. Hey, I'm back. So, alright, so here I am. You can see the police behind me. I didn't want to film when the chaos is going on, but another part of my job, there are times when I will go to do a wellness check on somebody or a check-in to see that they're that they're taking their medication or that they're doing okay in their apartment, just that their mental health is well. And of course, there are times when they are not well. So the ambulance just left and the police are there behind me, but I just spent the last hour meeting up with paramedics and with police because the client was not well. So that's one of the harder parts of the job, but it feels good knowing that we're here making a difference, and in those times when there is a crisis, we're able to do something about it. So now I'm going to head back to the office and start the paperwork to send over to the hospital so they have a little bit of history on the client and can get him the best help that he needs. So another big part of my job that I wanted to share with you is the Royal Family Groups. They are virtual groups that are offered on most Tuesdays. You can find all information on the Royal website. All it takes is a simple registration, and you have access to free groups that includes doctors and specialists of all kinds covering many different topics related to mental health. These groups are meant to support family members and loved ones to help learn about boundaries, self-care, and other things that can help maintain and sustain the relationship that they have with their loved one. I'm a group facilitator for these groups, and I also write the Family Voice Bulletin, which summarizes what happens in the groups, as well as resources and where to take next steps. If you haven't been to one, I highly recommend you come check it out. Thank you so much for learning about some of the pieces that I do as a community social worker. I really enjoy my job here, and I'm so glad to be able to be making a difference in the community day to day. It not only makes a difference in my clients' lives, but it also makes a difference in mine. Thanks for learning about it with me. Take care.